I said, are y'all ready, Xperts? Team, how y'all feel? Fired up!
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
These choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be.
I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, jam to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.
You have your own challenges, but you can make a decision. You can make money or you can make excuses.
You have to have the willpower to pull that power tool out that's inside of you and just go for it.
There's a lot of painful stuff that happened in my practice company. The reason why I grew up this much is because I learned a lot from them. The pain might be not my fault, but my healing is my responsibility.
It was a temporary pain for a lifetime of gain.
If you don't believe in you first, you can never ask someone else to believe in you as well. This is not a fake it till you make it, guys. Stop listening to that stuff.
My name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games. I just do that.
We need a vehicle, the fastest vehicle that we could find in this industry, and that's what? Superior.
No matter what happens, there is always something to be grateful for.
After death, to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread.
9.5 years ago, on January 22nd, 2014, a vision was born. A vision of freedom, a vision of righteousness, a vision of equality, a vision of becoming the best damn financial services company this world has ever seen.
Your belief will build your endurance. You know how you say to someone, hey, let's build your list. What 3 people would you call in the middle of the night if you have a flat tire or something like that? How many people use that line? Okay, are you that person for your people?
True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which you impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Greatness is hard, but folks, hard defines greatness. Continue to be great, Xperts.
Did my past dictate my future? So listen, I'm not worried about your current track record. I'm worried about where you're going. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands.
Oh wow, you made it this far. Awesome. That means you watched the entire video. I'm super happy to hear that, and I'm glad that you are serious about your future in this industry.
Woo! Great morning, champion CEOs and future millionaires. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Good morning, and yes.
All right. This is Executive Director Jacques Vaughn, aka Uncle Jacques, zooming in from the DMV. We got a great show for y'all this morning. We are officially in our Pass the Ball segment of training where we get stories from the field, if you will. And we got folks calling in from the East Coast, West Coast, North Coast, South Coast, even up in Canada. They're tuning in. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's not too late to invite your teams. Invite your teams. Get them here. This is where all the magic happens. So with that being said, we're going to go into our tip drill segment. I got 3 questions for y'all. So if y'all can come off of mute, that would be great. Also, co-host, let some of the people in, the folks that are at the door. The line is forming. If you are at the door, look for the invite so you can come on in and blend with the family. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I got 3 questions for y'all. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired
up.
Woo! And what's up?
Good.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pass that ball. Let me see who we got in here. I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna pass it to somebody that I love to hear speak. She has an angelic voice. So let's move out of the way, or let me move out of the way and give it up to a superstar who is building her business, knows all of 100% of the information and loves to have a lot of fun. So without any further ado, Miss Annie Willie, can you come up and speak this morning? Or did
Yeah,
I catch you off guard?
not really.
Oh, there you go.
But you might hear another voice. You might hear a little voice in the background. But thank you so much, Jack, for giving me opportunity to share this morning. Um, I don't have much to share. However, I will tell you what I shared with my group, and I think it was beneficial.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people here this morning, but a client of mine told me that if I know anybody who is single and or married age 65
Okay.
and they are still paying money for school zone, for school. If you
Mhm.
look at your mortgage, you're making that payment that you can go to the court and stop it. There is a department in the court that you can stop it so that you don't pay that amount of money yearly because you've
Okay.
reached that age. So that is just a nugget. And
Ooh.
thank you for allowing me to share because
Yes,
another
yes,
voice
yes.
is coming strong.
And who are you passing that ball to, Annie?
Okay, let me see. Oh, I do see Miss Getty D. I love your picture, Miss Getty. Can you come off mute and bless us with a nugget? Excuse me. Good morning, all. Happy Thursday. Looking forward to starting my day. I got some new homework that I have to do. Um, I just want to say how much these calls inspire me. I'm on every day. I try to get on, well, I do get on this call every day. I try to get on as many calls as I can. So I'm learning a lot, and now it's time for me to put what I'm learning to use.
So,
So
so,
I'm
so,
sorry.
Gertie,
Hmm.
what's your homework assignment? She said you had some homework. What's your homework assignment?
So I got to make two lists, the 10 people, one for prospects and one for clients. And I got to meet up with Jock. That's my homework.
That's your homework, and we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. We're gonna make it do what it do.
Yes, we are. And with that, I'm going to pass the ball to someone I have a lot of respect for. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot in his business, training, loves helping people. And I haven't talked to him in a minute. My brother from another mother, Mr. Tony Burke. Can you come and bring us some wisdom, sir? Oh, I'm sorry, I
Yes,
didn't see your
ma'am.
hand
Good
there.
morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Fired
Good,
up.
good, good, good,
All
good.
right. All right. All right. I can tell you, I have probably 12 money making ideas going on at the same time, all the time, because I got my foot on the gas pedal. I'm gonna be executive director by December 31st of this year, and that's my goal, and I'm going to achieve that. And that's what I set out to do each and every day. I'm also doing something with the weight, the weight on my body. So I set some parameters for that too. So I set it out for 3 months that I'm going to be under 200 pounds. So I'm working at that too, but only got. So these are the things that I'm doing that, is kind of like, if you go to church and stuff like that, you got to speak it into existence. But in the regular world, you got to set goals. And then say if you fall a little short of that goal, all you need to do is reestablish it and then
Right.
keep on going for that goal. Don't give up. Don't quit. Like Uncle Jock say, stay in the car. Don't say, oh, I ain't make my goal. I give up. Nah,
Right.
nah. Just get to that point, reset the goal, and keep on going in the same direction you was going. Meet that goal. I have learned so much by these meetings and being in attendance. So one thing I want to add before my 2 minutes is up: leaders, team leaders. If you have people on your team, get them on the phone, talk to them. Don't text, don't email, talk to them
Yeah.
and tell them the importance about being in these meetings. You got to get to these meetings, you got to get to these conferences, you got to show up. It's sometimes it gets a little painful for me. I mean, because I have a full-time job and I'm also doing other things. And then I'm like, sometimes I put the meeting on and I'm standing up, doing something at the sink or doing something else. Like I'm, on another computer here now, doing something I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm listening in. And it's just what you got to do sometimes to just be successful in life. You got to, get it in where you can. Like my uncle used to always tell me, do what you can where you can,
I
and
love it, man. I love it.
so true. So I see a hand up, and I'm going to pass it to this gentleman who I admire a lot since day one. And I think I
Hold on,
connect.
Tony. Hold on. I just thought about it. It just hit me. You dropped so many bombs that I was
I'm
like
trying to get them in 2 minutes.
I'm trying to internalize everything, man. First of all, you made a decision, a lifestyle change to say, you know what? Let me get this weight up off me. I know it's been probably a lot of people been there, done that, still trying to do that. So just being able to intertwine that into your busy lifestyle and still find a way to make it happen. Like right now, you are in a zone that's crazy. So
So like yesterday, we had staff meeting here at work, and the meeting's supposed to start at 8:30. So I walked out. The meeting is across the parking lot in another building.
okay.
So I walked out. I'm like, dang, supervisor not even here. So I called him on the phone. I'm like, where you at, man? What's up? The meeting at 8:30 is 8:30, 8:35, or 8:40 up. So I'm outside. I'm like, here you go, time. So now I'm walking in the parking lot, and I just kept walking and doing circles. And before I know it, I looked at my thing. I walked a half a mile right there in the parking lot in about 10 minutes, waiting on him to show up to the meeting. So I took advantage
Nice.
of an opportunity, to get something in. Now that's a little bit, probably, hopefully, 1 pound off. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice
that's what
work.
I'm
Nice
saying.
work. Nice work. Who you passing that
Just
ball to, Mr. Burke?
I'm gonna pass it to my fellow Marine, my brother, Mr. Derek Holston.
Hey, Tony, I want to give it back to you, sir, for just being awesome in so many ways, right? Not just being one-dimensional, but also worried about your health, because once you achieve your wealth and abundance, you want to live a long time to enjoy it, right? So always appreciate you, brother. I always pick up nuggets, and I want to thank Jock and Eric and the entire leadership cast for always providing this platform for us to be able to share and for us to learn. So very quickly, Mr. Troy Gandy, good morning, sir. If you wouldn't mind, of course, call my timeout, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Thank you. Like Tony said, right? Goal is ED October 31st. Set it and we running for it. And I love what Eric said last night. We can't be worried. While we want to monitor how we are performing, right? We can't be worried and governed
Right.
by the scoreboard, right? Because that doesn't always tell the complete story. So
Right.
anyway, I have inner peace. We're running, and trust me, we're going to get this executive director done October 31st. But I'm just getting back after being away for about a week in Kentucky. We had back-to-back deaths. And real quick, I want to share a couple of things. Well, I did make contacts. I wasn't there, obviously, being ignorant and making contacts during the funeral and being insensitive, but just through natural interaction, you're going to make contacts. And these are on my wife's side. So I met 35 new family members, okay, who not only did I meet, but a lot of them, probably about 25 of them, I got to count, are interested in some form of insurance, okay, primarily IULs for children. We talked about that a lot. And I also shared my daughter's policy, okay, so they could see what I was talking about. It wasn't just theory. Another thing, we stayed at a beautiful bed and breakfast out there, met the owners. The owners are interested in a retirement plan. And plus, we also offered to do exchange business, meaning I'm going to do two beautiful reviews for him, TripAdvisor and Google, and they'll refer clients to us as well. We're going to refer clients, they're referring clients. Let's see. While I was out there, amongst everything, as life was life, and I was still able to join on the team meetings. Andrea Rogers jumped on hers. From there, went to Nancy Rojo's, where we're helping her team. That's our new executive director on our team. And we talked about these team dynamics yesterday on the coaches call. But it's just really interesting and enjoyable to go in and be able to help and just deal with the different personalities and see where people are. And at the same time, provide a leadership role, if you will. And we're not going to let the tail wag the dog, right? We're going to go ahead and give them the leadership that they need, not being bossy, but showing them and directing them. I did also submit one application while I was out there as well. Driving, just like Tony said, things are happening. So I'm a firm believer, catch 30% of something is better than 100% of nothing. So I try to catch what I can when I can. And when I'm driving in the car, my wife was saying, you sure you want to be trying to fumble around with your phone, turn on your camera when you're driving at 80 miles an hour? I said, no, babe, would you handle that for me? But I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna pull the money on you. Okay. I was thinking while I was there, you hear people talking about, where's so and so, where's so and so, and they couldn't make it because they couldn't get off work. Okay, this was so important because that resonated with me. They couldn't get off work, and then the people who could get off work, maybe they live far away, they couldn't afford it. So that really hit home because it brought back a quick story of me, a good friend of mine who passed away. I was in corporate America and I didn't have the time off to go to his funeral in Tampa, Florida. And to this day, that bothers me. And that was part of my reason for getting out of the corporate grind. But you know what? We do have something legitimate that we can offer people. And it was wonderful to be able to share what I had, just to be able to blend it in conversation while I was out there without taking the focus off why we were there, right? But also
Watch the clock. Watch the clock. Watch the clock.
Okay. Troy, you called my time? Sorry.
Yeah, he been called your time.
He called my time? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I didn't hear him. I'm sorry. All right. Well, anyway, I'm done. I want to thank you again for allowing me to share. Did he say my time out loud?
Yes.
I didn't hear it.
15.
He gave you some extra time and then gave you the 15-minute countdown.
Okay, it was a minute ago.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I always have somebody.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is not be so communistic, if you will. But when we take the clock off, people just go extra, 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 extra. However, the stories are great, though. The stories are valuable. So if you can, ladies and gentlemen, try to keep it under 2 minutes. Try to. If you go a little long, we're a little lenient. But when you start slipping into the darkness, that's when you start getting disrespectful, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, we're going to pass it over to a lady who had her hand up as well, Miss Cachet, also known as Shay. The floor is yours.
Shay.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. 2 minutes.
Morning. Well, I'll be quick. Thank you all. The meetings have been very inspiring. I do have one person that is joining my business from my VGO. And then I have put in 2 green sheets last night at the grill. And me and Takesha are going to work on those together. And I'll get a few more done. So that's what I have to share.
All right, great work. And that was from your VGO the other night, huh?
Yes, I have a few more of them to get to this week by Sunday.
Well, if you need any help on those calls, you already know you got a whole team around you of superstar closers. So get everybody involved that you need to get involved in great work. And who are you passing that ball to? 2 people had their hands up.
I'm going to pass it to Miss Tawana.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Tawana. What you got?
Great Grand Rising, everyone. I just, I have to say this real quick. Yesterday was a really trying day for me. Cable went out. I had to get home. My car oil was oil was falling out. It was calling on my car. I mean, there was so much stuff going on. And because I was so stressed out, I didn't have the opportunity to speak to the people in Xfinity or when I was sitting for 3 hours waiting for my car to get fixed. So I had to take some time and really get my head on straight. Being on the calls, everything was just until I got some food in me that I started to pick back up because I had eaten. So long story short, I was on my way out to Savage where I'm sitting right now, left out early enough and got caught in traffic because I had planned on being here before the car got on. So I decided to listen to the seven spiritual principles of success. And it just so started to start talking about being okay where you are. Long story short, that just, and I took it as being stuck in this traffic. I was supposed to sit and listen and be in my space. And there was so many other steps at the moment, but I'm not going to talk about it because I know I got 2 minutes. So long story short, when I just walked in here, the owner of the cafe was talking to a gentleman, and he said, "Miss Tawana, don't you do life insurance?" So he was introducing me to him as I was coming in, and he's with WFG. So I have his number. He can't stay and sit with me. Said he's home with his wife and his newborn baby. So we're going to get on this call. He said, "Well, yeah, I do it part-time, WFG." I said, "Okay. All right. So yeah, let's sit down and talk because I'm actually on a call with my people right now." So
I second.
So he said, "Yeah, give me a call." So that's it. So I'm kind of sweating right now because I've been walking.
Well, it's cool. Hey, good work, Tawana. And I'm gonna rewind to Alpine. Also, Derek, that's good work with you as well. Because see what's happening. You got so much going on. You working like 5, 6, 9 legs, Derek, and you're creating work for yourself. So I know when you get up here, it's like, dang, I got to get it all out. So definitely, my bad for leaning in like that, Derek, because you always a nice guy on the show, and I don't want to be like the mean guy, but we got to keep everything within a certain box. To want a great work and keep doing what you're doing. Just keep putting yourself in front of people and keep putting information in front of people. You might be able to further that conversation and keep us posted. Let us know where that goes.
It's coming. He looked like I'm watching him right now. Okay.
And I don't have the co-host abilities right now, so any co-hosts, can y'all lower the hands once the people talk, please? Thank you. And who you passing that ball to, Tawana? Tawana, who you passing that ball to? Well, I'm gonna take the ball since Tawana
pass it for me, please. I can't see.
And I'm gonna pass it to the bald head brother, my bald head brother from another mother. Y'all already know he been thinking. So let's see what's on. Let's see what's on his mind today. None other than Mr. Money Man himself.
Thank you, brother. Something, man. I was just thinking about some things, man, and lately, something, man. For the first time in a long time, man, I feel outstanding. How you say? I don't feel no fog. I don't feel like I move slow or nothing like that.
Nice.
It's funny, man, when because my doctor said it would take at least 3.5 to 4 years to get my mind right.
Okay.
And I'm at that little bit past 3.5 years, and it seems like, man, I feel cool. I feel great, man. I don't got no stress or none of that stuff like that. But the one thing when I was up there the other day to the gym, they said my membership renewed next month, right? So it goes from $45 to $70. So I say, hey, why this thing up? I was like, oh, I guess I'm just a victim of inflation. And it made me start thinking. That's why the importance of having a business and taking care of your business. Because if you have an unexpected finance or some extra money you need to go out, if you go out there and make that money, it's not no problem. Because when the money, when you struggling to get money, everything seemed big. But when you start making money and you ain't really start worrying about that, say, oh, this is never, okay, let me just mark this over in my book. Okay, now this is this. And now you know, I got some money now. So I ain't even tripping. I said, okay, now I just gotta adjust it for this right now. That's the benefits of having your business and working your business right. Because when you start making money, little miscellaneous stuff don't make don't mean nothing to you. It don't even fade you. And just like I was telling folks, I'm gonna get my weight to a certain way. I used to weigh 170 when I first had my stroke. I said I'm gonna come up to 209. I'm at 208. And I said I'm gonna get my body fat down. I want to get my body fat from 25% down to 10%, and I'm at 15% body fat, and I got way stronger than I will. But the one thing I always want to say: once you focus your mind into something, you don't have to talk into existence. You make it happen. You say, "I'm gonna do this." Once you put a plan, execute your plan. Once you execute your plan, your action will show it. That's what we used to always say, Jack. Remember all the time. Don't talk about it, be about it. When I put that work in, you'll see me put that work in because I ain't got to tell you. You just say, man, this brother here, he doing his. Got you, brother. He out here, he doing his thing. You can say it when I say you can say a lot and do a little, or you can do a lot and say a little.
1.
You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say there, bro.
All right. So here we go. Man, money, you dropped some nuggets. I hope y'all picked up what he was putting down. Got to go inside. You got to go in deep. You got to make that decision. Then you just got to go to work. And don't, like you said, just don't talk about it. Just do it. Just do it. Nike made it a slogan, real simple. So with that being said, money, who you passing that ball to? Somebody has their hand up in the paint.
Oh, I'm a pass it on to this sister, even though she bullied me at the last conference. She last time she bullied me last conference, but this is a good sister. She's how you say, she's a billionaire in the making, and she's a great team leader and an inspiration for a lot of folks. I want to give to my good friend, Miss Takesha Carr.
Right back at you, money. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And look, man, charge it to my heart, okay?
Hey, Takesha, do you have your phone in your lap again?
Oh, you can't hear me? Hold on. He tried to act like you know me. Y'all hear that? Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Awesome. It wasn't my phone, it was my headset. I was actually I was listening to a sermon. I woke up at 4:00 this morning and I just couldn't sleep. And I was listening to I was scrolling through some things and I came across a sermon and I was listening to the sermon on my headset. And in the sermon was talking about shout now, right? Talking about how sometimes we go to a place and while we're preparing for things, we regret to give thanks for where we are currently, which made me think about it when Tawana was speaking. And in the sermon, it kept talking about not being complacent in where you are and giving God credit for where you are now and shouting now for where he's going to take you. And that just resonated greatly with me. As I was on the call, I was looking at my Facebook feed and Eric posted something very similar to this last year that I actually shared. So that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. And that wasn't even what I was going to mention to you guys. But what I was going to say is don't forget your follow-ups, okay? So I was in a place yesterday, had an opportunity to attend a business after hours. Well, I didn't get a chance to go to the business after hours because my business actually picked up and I had to take care of some applications. Well, in the midst of the applications, I received a phone call. And the phone call was from an agent that I talked to probably about a year and a half ago. I'd always be present in his business, but never really approached him about what we were doing again because he was so hands-off before. Well, this phone call, he says, hey, Keisha, he says, I'm about to open up an office about, 20 minutes away. He was inquiring about where my office was and what I was doing. And then he asked me, he says, I want to do a one-stop shop. And in my shop, I want to offer some health insurance. And that's what I need assistance with. Are you still doing health insurance? And I was like, sure.
30
He
seconds.
says, thank you. He says, would you be interested in joining me? My initial thought, no, absolutely not. I said, but what I can do, I said, I can show you what we're doing. I said, I really think that it's something that would be beneficial for where you are in your business currently. Well, in having that conversation, we had a conversation maybe about 10 minutes. Well, today, Jock and I are going to talk to him at 1. And I'll just say that don't ever stop doing the follow-ups. Even when they're not interested, keep dripping and following up again, even if it's years later. Things
5
change.
seconds.
Done.
Things change.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Takesha. As always, you doing stuff above and beyond. That's what that seasoning salt or that seasoning agent brings about. So thank you for always sharing that wisdom with us. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I got to make a disclaimer. We don't want to. So Troy, we're gonna do this. We're gonna start. If you're speaking, at least look down or look at the clock or look at your direct message, because Troy's going to type in your time. See, the thing we don't want to do, we don't want to make people scared to talk, but we do want people to find their voice and be respectful of the times, the times, because sometimes when you're not paying attention, that time can get away from you. So I definitely get it. But we're not trying to run a communist call where but we can't agree when we got a little lenient and got off the clock, people start drifting a little longer. So we're trying to do this so we